Okay, very well. If you say so.
If you say so.
Doesn't matter if you're left or right, red or blue. The government don't give a flying about you.
Damn good show. You got Mr. Ronnie York, it's Ronnie Cash.
What's up, guys?
Brother Harloha here, man, it just made my day. He just has.
Every comment shout drives us to start. Community strong, feeling like a fortress. Every click, every sub building a sub feeling. In the light of the screen, friendships bloom. Every pixel, every heartbeat makes the room. Living the moments with digital flair. Aloha's crew, we living without a care.
Much respect for you. I love your channel. I love everything about you. You're the real deal.
Be kind to each other. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And just be nice for the hell of it. It actually feels good.
Breaking through the strife, this online space feels more than real life. Every shout out echoes deep and wide. In Aloha's world, we stand next side by side. Painted in vibes, no need
Talk to her, man. You never know what's gonna happen day to day. Like I always say, stay close to God, stay prayed up.
In the light of the screen, friendships bloom. Every pixel, every heartbeat makes the room. Living the moments with digital flair. Aloha's crew, we living without a care.
Fucking simple shit, right?
I don't understand what is going through their minds, if they even have one.
Aloha's world, we stand next side by side.
I always wanted that mullet. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. Have a beautiful morning, beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, beautiful evening, beautiful night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless. Wow. This may be the shortest stream I've done. I don't know. I'm having I don't know what it's like on your end. It's not your computer or a tablet or a phone. But that took like 5 minutes because it kept freezing up. But aloha, everyone. I'm not sure if it was doing the same thing on your end. You'll not see me. Was the intro skipping though, or buffering for you guys? Because mine, it took almost 4 minutes just to play through. It kept freezing up. Boo. Aloha, Cheryl Rich. And Snooks22. Matt PCD. Aloha. No buffering on your end? Okay, good. It's just mine. It was freezing up. And it just started doing it as soon as I hit go live. So Chris Gilbert, aloha, what's up? It was playing good. All right, cool. Not on my end. I've been saying this for almost 2 weeks now, but yeah, I need to get my computer fixed and upgraded so I can start editing videos again. It's driving me crazy that I can't do that. How about this, Cheryl? I won't leave this one on because I know some people might fog with them, but I love that one. But after a minute, it might make you dizzy. Trippy. Or this one. Ooh. I made this one for Creek, but I kind of like it too, so. I just stick with the flames. Steve-O. What's up, Steve-O? Again, I wasn't ready for today, but I always go live. Still missing my other host and very good friend and big brother and father figure and best friend, Ronnie York. But the show must go on. And he is still here. Maybe not physically, but he is still here. Oh, sweet. 13 people in chat and 15 likes. Right on. Those are good numbers when there's more likes than people. Word. Mr. B. Aloha, Mr. B. Shout out to Mr. B. He had a great stream last night. Very good. I was actually just looking at those thumbnails again or those pictures. What's up, Blue Unicorn? Good to see you, brother. 16 likes now. Right on. Thank you. And I want to start off by saying hello, aloha, and I love you to my mom, if she's listening. I've been meaning to call her back for 3 days now. I am still going to. It's the time difference. Every time I'm going to go call my mom back, it's like 4 o'clock my time, which is like too late at night. She's already in bed. So it's the time zone's fault, not my fault. It's never my fault. Never. Wait a minute. It's always my fault. It's always Steve's fault. Yeah, this last night was I was listening the whole time and then I showed up at the end. But because my computer's so jacked up, I couldn't even sing a song. Well, technically I could have, but I'm not that good to begin with, so you wouldn't want to hear me do a whole song a cappella. A cappella. Mm. No, Snooks. This is still the original one from what, 2 years ago now? 2 Christmases ago? But I need. Well, actually, I'm going to have the guy look at it first, and then he's going to let me know if it's cheaper just to get a new gaming computer, which is the kind I need for what I use it for, even though I don't game. But it's got the right equipment for editing. So it's gonna be cheaper to do that. Just get a new one, or if because he's like a computer genius. He's been doing it as long as I've been plumbing, over 30 years. He works for himself. He works for the military. He works for, you know, stuff like that. So he could make it. If it's cheaper for him to do it, that'd be sweet because then he could probably make it even better than if I were to buy one. If it's cheaper, because money is definitely an issue. Money is always an issue. Yeah, I miss Pendars though, Stevo. I feel that by the time I turned on YouTube, Mr. B had literally when I turned on YouTube, it was Mr. B still had the countdown thing going, so it literally just started. I have a new one. I need my tech guy to set it up. I'm procrastinating. Me too. As I said, it's been like almost 2 weeks since I've supposed. But my thing is, though, when I do it, that means I have to bring Mike my computer, and that means I don't know. Maybe I'll get more shit done. But yeah, it's like all of a sudden not having any clothes. It's like, well, what do I do? I don't got no clothes. What do I do? I don't got a computer. It's crazy how hooked on things you get. Both of my sons built their own. A little research you could build on yourself. Yeah, that's what I was thinking originally because I was like, all right. So I did. I started researching a little bit, and I was like, okay, so I need a bigger RAM. I know that for sure, and then more storage, more memory, more. See, it's been like a month since I did all that, but and I'm like, I could figure this shit out, you know. But then I thought about all those jobs I've gone to for plumbing where it was jacked up, and then the husband's never there, but the wife is, and she says, "Well, my husband started fix it, but he just didn't have the right tools and or he didn't have time because he worked so much. So then we ended up, and it's like, yeah, you just made the job 10 times harder for me because you if you just wouldn't have touched it, but so I know I could, but because whoa, what happened? Why did that pop up? I know I could, but at the same time, for what I use it for, I want it to be perfect. So I'd rather let an expert do it for me. Right, Matt? Yeah, exactly. I mean, same thing with my work van. When something goes wrong with that, I figure it out, fix it, just pretty much with anything. But with the computer, yeah, I'm gonna play it safe. And plus, he's a friend of mine and a neighbor, and he also needs plumbing work done. So it's kind of like a what is that bartering? It's kind of like an even trade off, you know. Like I'm gonna hook him up, so that is also what might still make it cheaper for him. So unless the plumbing job isn't gonna end up costing a whole bunch, then he might hook it up and I still get paid. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. You'll never know. Us older guys know how to figure things out. Exactly, man. I've seen it too many times with younger generations. Like, oh, what about this or that? And I'm like, well, here, you know, we can figure this out. I'll help you out. And then they're just like, okay. But what they really mean is, I'll watch you figure it out and watch you do it for me. And it's like, no, no, you're going to figure it out. I'm going to help you figure. I don't know how to do this stuff. That's why, because you tell yourself you don't know how to do that stuff. But what's up, Rich? Rich GT 350R. I was reading it literally. Oh, what I miss? Where is it? My new PC is now 4 years old. Yep. This is my first computer. Well, I mean, I had one 18 years ago, 17 years ago when I lived in Michigan still, but this is my first computer. Before this, I was doing my live streams on Nina's laptop. And then we burned that up 2 days before we had a live stream, right before Christmas. I was like, what are we gonna do? We got a live stream in 2 days. Laptop said, fuck you guys, I'm going on permanent strike. I quit. So I took all my Christmas money and didn't even look into it, had no idea. I was just like, it's a computer, right? And this is the one I had enough for. And I spent my Christmas money on it. And it was freaking for the first year, it was awesome. Then I didn't have to edit videos on my phone anymore, which I don't know how I did that to begin with. But it still helped because you learn, right? What's up? The deal for real. The deal for real, the deal for real is so real, you got to say it twice. Chuck Bronson, aloha, brother. Good to see you, man. How are you, Chuck? You know what? What are you up to, Chuck? I've never had Chuck on panel with me. That'd be awesome. If Chuck wasn't busy right now and would want to jump on the panel. Chuck's got a great channel. Snooks, can you drop Chuck's channel link for me? Yeah, Chuck's got an awesome channel. Like the guys working on the roads, one guy with a shovel in his hands and six others watching. Yep. And the six watching still aren't learning anything. They're just still dazed off in a different world somewhere. Hey, that's all right, Chuck. I'm not wearing pants, so I never wear pants. What's up, Brandon Mitchell? Aloha. Yeah, that is union work. I've never worked union. I've never worked for a company that was union. Or wait, I take that back. I kind of did because my dad hooked me up with a job at Ford Motor Company once, and I worked there for 30 days. I was supposed to be a 90-dayer, and yeah, it sucks so bad that I was like, yeah, this shit ain't for me, man. Then I was hurt so bad and injured, and they were just, I was a 90-dayer, so it didn't matter. So technically, I was never union, but I did work for a union company for a very short time. The pay was good, but I worked Monday through Friday, 10 hours a day. So by the time, you got to wake up, get ready, drive there, go to the parking. By the time you park, and then walk all the way to the plant in the wintertime, freezing your ass off, and all that. So that's like 2 or 3 hours. Then you start work. Then you work 10 hours. Then by the time you walk back, and then traffic, and you get home, and you shower, and da da da, and then boom, it's like I got just enough time to get 5 hours of sleep, and then you go back and do it again, and then again. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Matt, exactly. I tried. I got a buddy back in Detroit that told me straight up that that's the only job he could ever do, and I'm like, why? And he's basically what it came. And I asked him, I'm like, so what you're saying is you can't think for yourself? He's like, nah, job. If they don't tell me what to do, and I'm like, but even if you work there for a while, you can't figure out what the next step would be. And he's like, no, I do what they tell me to do, and if there's nothing else, I wait till they tell me to do something else. And I'm like, wow. That guy definitely couldn't figure out how to change his own air filter. We're an industrial outside contractor. I like the diversity. Yeah, I was always, I mean, my dad worked for Ford Motor Company for over 50 years. He was actually pretty much forced into retirement because they're like, yo, Mr. Harloha, you've been here over 50 years, man. Retire, enjoy the rest of your life. But so even though I like Chevy better than Ford, shout out to Ford because they put food on the table for me and my dad and his rest of his family. But he always encouraged me to go union, and I guess I was the black sheep. Yep, there you go, Chuck. Right on. General contractor. Yep. Yeah, I've been plumbing for 31 years, and basically, I've always up until 6 years ago, maybe I started my own company, but up until then, I was basically just a subcontractor. Always 1099. Never really. Except one company I did work at an hourly rate, and that sucked. Plumbing hourly rate, because in the back of your head, you know what each job is charging for, and it's like, wait, I'm only making this much an hour when the whole job's paying this much, you know? Then Chuck Bronson was created. Awesome. Which one's better? The flame coming up like I'm about to catch on fire, or torches coming from the side? Oh, wait, I'll just go to this one. That's too fuzzy. That's too bright. I'll stick to breaking news. Breaking news. We got Mr. B's music addiction, Snooks22, and Chuck Bronson in the chat. That is breaking news. Did I miss anybody in chat? I got Rich, Steve-O, Cheryl Rich, Matt, Brandon, and then whoever, and then all the lurkers. Aloha, all the lurkers. I can see Snooks being a supervisor. You'd probably be a good supervisor. Ain't taking no shit from no one. I like the old when someone's union. Hey, ND, Independent Man United, Aloha. When union workers use that, I'm union, not my job. It's like, really? How about you just do it anyway? Like, have good work ethic. What about that? You ever think of that? Nope, I'm union. It's not what they pay me for. Okay, buddy. Matt PCD says anti-indie. I haven't heard that one yet. I like that. Anti-indie. But then again, out here, it would be anti, because when you consider someone family, it's like people call me uncle, uncle all the time. Weird at first. Mr. Denny Cola, Mr. John Denny Cola. What's up, brother? Hey, Bonnie's. Aloha, Bonnie's. Oh, yeah, see, we caught Bonnie's lurking. That's all right. I lurk all the time. But then it gets to me and I'm like, I gotta say hi. But then once I say hi and people say hi back, I feel bad if I don't say nothing after that. So then I gotta say, and then I'm just stuck and I'm glued, and then I'm in chat. Yeah, I mean it is. It's a thing out here. I wasn't used to it at first, but Indy deleted them. Oh, that's funny. But it's a thing out here, and I don't know. I got used to it. I kind of like it now. Oh shoot, I forgot I was in that. Wait a minute. What is this? Yeah. Okay. Man, I gotta stop procrastinating Snooks and get this damn thing fixed. I was thinking of this though. Like, I got inspired yesterday. It was last night after Mr. B's show was over. I got inspired by a video. I don't even remember the video. I got so excited, but I got excited because I was inspired. But what do you guys think about this? For once I get the computer fixed and can edit again, and something that I've been wanting to do is the difference there, Steve. I'd be okay with it the way you mean it. I've had a lot of Hawaiian friends. Oh, so doesn't mean the same thing then. I see what you're saying. Supplanter, what's up? I remember when Marty L3 3Ds moved to Hawaii, then 2020, 2021 happened. Then I remember when Marty moved to Missouri. Fuck those who claim a right to rule. Benjamin Kandari, aloha. Happy Sunday, but Faith by Nature, aloha. Black Cats Yields. So I was inspired because it's something I haven't done in a while and I've been wanting to. And when my son was here visiting, I wanted to do it, but we never got around to it. But is go camping. And we've done it before, but when we've done it before, we'd like try to live stream, but the reception or the signal or whatever, so it'd always be buffering and it kind of sucks. So once I get the computer fixed and I can actually edit videos, I was thinking about going camping for like a full 24 hours or maybe even 2 days or a day and a half or whatever, and bring all my cameras and equipment, stuff I do have, and just record everything and then make a video on that of camping in Hawaii. What do you guys think? You think that'd be a good video? Or do I just really want to go camping and I'm just trying to find an excuse to go camping? Did I hear the story correctly? A Ford worker saying, I do what they tell me to do. Did he go on to be a cop? No, you know, that's fucking that's hilarious. You said that, John, because he didn't. He's still a factory worker, but his roommate is a cop. So, yeah. And stay out of Livonia, Michigan and Taylor, Michigan, because they're the most corrupt police in all of Michigan. What's up, Full Monty? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, Monty, when I remembered that, I thought about it that whole night and the next day, last time we talked, Monty, and it was driving me crazy, and then it just popped in my head. I was like, "Oh, Kolokoi and the Bugaway." Never know. Indy, I know Indy remembers Kolokoi. I don't know what happened to that dude. Scat Pack, what's up, Scat Pack 2? Aloha. The best life, aloha. Good to see you. But yeah, if anyone knows what happened to Kolokoi Nabugawai, I think it was Nabu. I know it was Kolokoi for sure. If he's got a different channel, if it's under a different name, but that dude was the best, man. I come home from work in the worst mood ever, and that dude would be on, and just I'd be in a smiling and forget about everything just like that. Kolokoi was the shit. And then he just boom, just disappeared, just stopped. Thank you, Cheryl Rich. But yeah, but the camping one wouldn't be live. Camping one, I would just record everything and then break it down into like a 10, 15-minute, 20-minute tops video with just all the best parts. And since my computer will be fixed, I'll be able to make a really cool, fun video to watch. That won't take me 2 days to do it because that's what it is now because it keeps freezing up. Ugh, and it's so irritating. What should take me about 2 hours takes me about 12. So all right, I don't like that. I'll keep that. That's better. Yes, much better that one. Did you guys hear about that new movie? Called and they named it Constipation. Oh, you haven't? Oh, that's because it didn't come out yet. I'm sorry. I love the silly dad jokes. Oh, that's like me, the best life. When I first wake up, it takes me like at least an hour to up to 2 hours before anyone can even talk to me because I still have no idea what's going on. Hold on, long shot here, but do you know how MM is doing? I don't know who MM is. What is digital reality, Steve? I don't know. What is it? Digital reality. Real all. Real all. I know there's like a sign or something in that message. Hear about the constipated mathematician? He worked out. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, Miss Maskless. Yeah, I remember Miss Maskless. I haven't seen her around in a long time. Long, long time. I don't even remember the last time I seen Miss Maskless go around. At least a year. It's not a cartoon show. Yeah, I heard him say that, Steve-O. Oh yeah, I forgot about my I forgot all the only reason I did that too is because well, about an hour and a half ago, not it was yeah, about an hour and a half ago. I was watching something or no, yeah, I was watching a stand-up comedian, like, I don't know, I love comedy, so I like watch those. He's a comedian, he's only got, like, 112 subscribers and 78 views, so I like watching those, and I'd say half the time, they're good. This guy was good. But anyway, he was talking about energy drinks and his stand-up. Because I used to drink Red Bull, and then I started drinking Monster. I still do once in a while, and then I did 5 Hour Energy for a little bit, but then that would just give me like the jitters and just made me feel like I was tweaking or something. Oh, nice! 36 votes, 89%. Good for the 89%. Because yeah, all of it, all of the above is garbage. 5 Hour Energy and Red Bull, it's just sugar and fucking poison. So sweet. All right, I'm gonna end the poll. I like those numbers. 89%, none of the above. That's good. Exactly, Scat Pack. Fucking garbage. Yeah, I almost put coffee, but then you can only put 4. So I was like, but then what if no one drinks coffee either? So I had to just put none of the above. Because now I'd rather, if I could have put 5, I would have put coffee and none of the above. And then my answer would have been coffee. But still, none of it's good for you. But the coffee is less not good for you. Kind of like how you vote for the lesser of two evils. You're still voting for evil, but you're voting for the lesser of two evils. So you're still drinking coffee, but it's not as bad for you. Makes sense? RFK Jr. is coming for those too. Man, I was working on doing his voice, but not enough to where I can just do it. I'd have to practice for a little bit and then try. Because I always end up sounding like an old man at first, but then I get it down and it sounds like him. But not easy to do. Oh, very hard, very hard. I know, right? The best life. I filter all my water with beer because it is like 90% water, so I do drink a lot of water. What life? Aloha. What you up to, White Life? I'm trying to remember. I've been on panel with Wildlife, but I'm trying to remember if Wildlife's been on my panel. I can't remember. It's like when your parents stop paying your insurance. I don't know how old everyone is, but man, I remember when I forgot what the age. It was like 30 or was it 20? I don't know. It was like 25, 30 or somewhere. But the cost of insurance, because I turned that age, the cost of insurance it dropped so much, and it's like, wow. Yesterday I paid 200 a month for insurance, and now I'm a year older the next day, and now it's only $120 a month. Just like all them dumb laws that the politicians come up with, that one day you're a law-abiding citizen, and then they pass some stupid ass law, and then the next day you're a fucking criminal. How much less is the lesser of two evils, right? That's, dude, that's the perfect. I love it. How much less is the lesser of two evils? Exactly. Evil is evil, right? And then everyone's response is always, "What are you gonna do? Not vote?" Ding, 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 ding. Exactly. And then they look at you like you're the dummy. Well, you gotta vote. Says who? Thought we lived in a free country. A free country where your rights can be stripped away from you even if you've done nothing wrong. Free country where our president elect wants to indemnify all the police, even though they already have qualified immunity. A free country where as soon as you walk out your front door, you've probably already broken 7 laws you're not even aware of. A free country where they lock up innocent people in prisons all the time just to make more money. A free country where if you go 5 miles an hour over a posted speed limit, they will harass you and collect from you to generate more revenue for their little blue line gang. Free country. It's free. Oh wait, before any of the trolls say it, well then move to a different country. Then move to a third world country. See how much you like it. That's not the point. I traded my right to travel for privilege. Right. That's why. Another good reason not to vote, because when you vote, you're signing a contract. You are consenting to being governed and agreeing to all their bullshit policies by voting. Same with your driver's license. Oh, there we go. Wildlife. That's what I've been waiting for. Today in 1863, Abraham Lincoln issued his Proclamation of Amnesty and Reconstruction, which outlined his plan for the reconstruction of the South following the Civil War. Good point. Good point, Vaughn. That's so true. We're all for freedom. Well, I don't think we're that free. When did you get out then? Wait, what? Fucking hypocrites. I was watching one of Brian Young's from Here's the Deal and the Disturbing Illusions channel. And dude, this guy he had on in California, I think. Let me see. Oh, you just put another video out. I don't know. I was saying it the other day. I watch every one of Brian's videos on both of his channels. And I just caught up earlier, and now he just put another video out. I'm glad to not be a part of their club. Right? Me too. Well, you know what, though? We have no voice in a corporation and how we don't. That's true. But a lot of people in the corporation don't have a voice either. Sometimes even the CEO doesn't have a, like, they're all puppets. That's a good point, Best Life. That's what gets me. Everybody hates all the government agencies, especially the three-letter ones. But the local pigs need to be respected. But anyway, so yeah, this guy in oh wait, did he take it down? Oh no, yeah. This dude, he's in California and walks up to this guy, and the first thing he says is, "I'm gonna get you hits on YouTube, okay?" Like you could tell the guy just has that ego, or like, he's used to people agreeing with him, and it's like he has a bunch of yes man around him, like whatever he says is always right, and oh, you're always the smart one, and then right before Brian starts to ask him a question, Brian like says something, but I'll just have to share it because I can't remember it. I watched it earlier, but and then Brian says something, which is right here. I was gonna freeze up again.
But I'm gonna talk to. I'm gonna get you guys hits on YouTube, okay?
All right,
I'm gonna get you guys hits on YouTube,
I'm
okay?
gonna talk the truth.
That's what we want to hear.
All right.
Okay? Because Trump is a nightmare, but so.
See my stupid computer.
Oh, wow.
And the fact that you have.
Yep, maybe I'm not gonna share it. That's how bad the computer is. So, all right. I wish I just knew what I could remember what Brian says right there, because that's the best part. Because you could see how he was like arrogant and like, I'm gonna get you hits and da da da. I know everything. And then Brian's like, oh wait, hold on, I came back. Maybe it'll play now. No, of course not.
No opinion is bullshit.
That I have no opinion?
Yeah.
No, I don't take a position. I have plenty of opinions.
Oh, okay. You don't
Yeah, I'm
One sec, Peanut.
not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican.
You don't take a position.
Yeah, it's gonna be. What's up, Peanut? Aloha, brother.
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for sending me all those pictures, Steve. Those are amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, it was I was trying to make a thumbnail for something, and I put in like 30 minutes of the stream from the other day when you came on with me and Dave.
Okay. Oh, right on.
And I put 30 minutes of that, and then one of them popped up. I was like, dude, that's sweet. So then I like added to it and adjusted it a little bit, and then it just kept making better ones. I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that
that was
program I have for that's addicting because I could sit on
man,
that thing
it
for
made my
hours.
day. Thanks. I saw that. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. So I was kind of having a hard day, so that really cheered me up, Steve. Thanks for that.
Oh, no worries, man. That's what Supplanter says. If only police and military knew how much they were mocked by their true masters.
Oh,
Military
no
men are
kidding.
just dumb. Military men are just dumb, stupid animals used as pawns in foreign policy. That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
He's
Yep.
heckin' true. That guy's right on. Yeah, they don't understand. They think they're fighting for America and truth, liberty, and the justice way, or whatever. But it's all just like, and no offense to people who fight and all that, but they're like the rest of us, we're all being used by in the most brutal way too. And then once they're done with them, then they're left on the street somewhere. You know, what I mean, like, I'm not saying all of them end up there, but like that's just ruthless. You know what I mean? And like
Right?
right, and the people that really run this world, like Rothschilds and all that, dude, they got money for days. They could fix all these problems with everybody. They have like 90% of the world's wealth. All these other people are just like pay, even if they're not directly resulting from. Hey, Andy, what's up, Andy? Like, man, it's just it's so it pisses me off really because like all the suffering in this world, it's all. I'm not saying military men are bad. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that that they're being used by the banks, the bankers. You know what I'm saying? And like it's just I feel bad. All
Right.
that courage wasted for like some like for 9/11 and all that stuff. I mean, and all these psyops and false
Well, and
flags, right?
like you were saying too, look what happens when they get out. Hey, Navy vet, aloha.
Hey, what's up,
Look
Navy
what
vet?
happens when they get out. They got PTSD, and
Yeah,
then they end up homeless. And then instead of helping them, they're sending $80 billion to a different country.
tell
It's
me
like,
about it.
you know,
And we're always at war with somebody, whether they officially call it that or not. And it's like, what else I was going to say about? But like, I thought that the other thing is that, like, I thought they were supposed to be defending us, but they're not at the border. Do you know what I'm
right,
saying? And that's not their fault. That's the people that really run things. So if they were really defending us, I don't see it. You know what I mean? Or what about like North Carolina? You know, where they were turning people away or trying to help. I thought this is what I hear from people say is like, oh yeah, the military, they're going to jump on our side. You know, they take that oath to protect the American people, whatever it says. Like, I'm not seeing it. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, they were. Um, I don't know if they were arresting, but they were stopping people from helping. They're
Right.
saying you can't do that. Like,
Right. Exactly. So why didn't like I'm not blaming the military. What I'm saying is the prevailing wisdom on this is like, well, if stuff really hits the fan, then they're going to stand with the American people and yada yada yada. You know, and you know, but I just think that's naive because I mean they didn't do that in North Carolina. You know what I mean? So what makes if they're not going to do it then, what makes you think they're? Oh, here's the other thing: are these chemtrails a new thing? Hello. Why isn't the
right,
military stepping up and getting say, "No, that's attacking, it's killing the American people." I don't see that. All that poison in the foods, everything else. Why isn't the military saying, "You know what? It's time to give the old heave ho to a fool of these fools." You know what I'm saying? I don't see it happening. You know what I mean? My eyes aren't working right.
right. Well, yeah. Speaking of like all that poison in the food, yeah, there's food that we have in America that most other countries will. It's illegal to sell it there because it's so bad for you. But America's like, yeah, go ahead. You gonna make
Yeah,
money on it? Go ahead.
exactly. So I'm saying like why that's enemies foreign and domestic. That's the way it goes. Well, there's surely no shortage of domestic enemies here. But, you know, but they're not defending us. Matter of fact, I mean, they're killing the military too, though. So the whole thing is just like it's an illusion. People get suckered into it, you know, because they like I guess they've seen too many war movies or something, and all this other programming that's out there. And I'm not trying to bash. I'm just thanks, Cheryl. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's just brutal, man. I mean, it's just people have no idea all the almost I would say like 90%, no doubt that there's things people do to each other, etc. But it's probably like, I don't know, the most egregious evil that is in this world. None of this has to be. It's all contrived. It's all made up by them. You know, that like all the suffering that's in this world, like 90% of it, it could be avoided for no problem. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it's you
Yep.
know,
And yeah, and for everyone, if you just got here or whatever, we're not bashing anyone that's I mad respect to all veterans and anyone in the military because we know that they're doing it from a good place. They're doing it for what they think is right. But at the end of the day, the sad part is that they don't, not the people in the military, but the higher ups don't give a shit. Like I say, left, right, red, blue. Government doesn't give a damn about
exactly.
you.
And like, and the higher you go up the food chain, eventually you're going to hit the Masons on top, whether it's the military or it's the police department. You know, like they have like this fraternity of police, mason, whatever it is. Like the higher you go up in anything, I don't care what it is. It could be a corporation, government. Um, they've got people placed everywhere. So I don't think people realize just how controlled this whole thing is. The whole world is basically controlled by them. You know, um,
Yep. That's why it doesn't matter who's in the White House. They're not in
mhm.
control. They're
Oh,
just a
man. I was watching some stuff on Trump, and I'm not trying to is because that'd be like me being mad at Santa Claus or something in my mind, right? But, like,
right.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't care, whatever, but, like, they were talking about there's some really spooky stuff out there about Trump, and then, about, like, his heritage and whatnot, someone sent me, and, it's not what people think, and then there's, all these other things are just coming here, like, they send him, like, this menorah and it's like called him the Prince of Peace or something. And hey, what's up, Cat? How you doing? And then yeah, the artificial intelligence, all this stuff's gonna hit the fan. And I don't think people realize just how close we are to like, hey, Camellia, what's up? To like the mark and all that stuff's gonna be coming in reality with the quickness. Like I think that some I've said this before, but I don't want to bore you, Steve. But like within the next 4 years, there's stuff the dollar's going to crash. I guarantee it within the next 4 years. And so the mark, I don't know how far off that is. It might be like if that will happen during the next 4 years, or maybe the next two before January 2030. But all that stuff's going to like domino because once they get that ball rolling, basically the devil has like 7 years, 3.5, and then 3.5 to like load everything out. 7 years is really not a long time. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah,
especially the older you get, the quicker time goes by too.
exactly. So like
So
all this stuff's going to start. I don't know how fast, but it's going to start. Everything people have been told about all this time, it's all going to hit the fan. You know what I mean?
the
So
cat,
with the
Aloha the
quickness,
cat.
I can't stress that enough. So
But yeah, I mean, it already has been crashing slowly for a while now, and yeah, it's definitely going to be completely. I never thought of it within the next 4 years. That's even more scarier. But yeah,
yeah, it has to, because like you got the bricks because it's all tied together. I don't want to bore people, but it's all tied to biblical stuff and prophecy and because like you got to figure like um just to kind of want to like just keep going over old stuff. Exactly, Navy vet Albert Pike was right. It's sort of donated to have a repair go. I believe you, Navy vet. And Albert Pike, he's the one who predicted they predicted three civil wars from him in like 1880 or something. You know what I mean? Or like around Civil War time. That's how long that they know all this stuff in advance. Do you know what I mean?
yep.
So
Mhm.
yeah, but like because the dollar's got to crash, and it's not just me. There's all these economists. If you just Google that or go to YouTube search dollar crash, brrr, and all these like videos will start popping up. It's not like I invented that theory. So like, and you combine that with like the BRICS countries trying to topple it, and it's all once the dollar goes, Europe goes because we are what prop up the euro. You know what I mean? And so it's like dominoes. Everything starts falling. And if you really wanted to bring on a new world currency, that's the way you do it. And don't listen to me. Listen to your own damn president. Listen to George Bush talk about how great the
Right.
new world order is. You know what I mean? That's your
Yeah.
own guy you voted for. That's lying to you. That he's telling you in plain sight, but he didn't tell you what the new world order is. He didn't tell you that it means that there's no more. If you have a new world order, it means there's no old world order. We are the old world order. So he's telling you right to your face, we're going to get rid of the U.S. Everyone's like, yay, let's do this.
Yep. That's what you just made me think of that when you said you voted for him. It's the guy Brian did a bunch of videos before the election that were so great because he would go to both sides too. You go to Kamala supporters, you go Trump supporters, but the Trump supporters were the best because they're just die hard. Yeah, Trump, he's gonna fix everything, and it's like that's just so disturbing to hear if someone thinks that. But then he'd be like, okay, but this, and that, and then Brian would be like, all right, well, are you for the 2A? Are you all for gun? And they're like, oh yeah, yeah, big, yeah, I own gun. And then he's like, well, what about red flag laws? Well, I mean, so there might be a few things I don't agree with, It's
Uh
like
huh.
with those few things you don't agree with are gonna like make a huge difference. So but you're still gonna vote for him, and you still think he's gonna fix everything.
Right. And like, oh my god, I just go on for days. Like I try to like keep it down, tone it down because I don't want to like upset anybody. But like it, I mean, with Trump, they were predicting him for like since the '80s or something. Like he was on Oprah and this, that, and the other thing. And The Simpsons. They've been predicting him for days. Matter of fact, even there's even a clip I put in from The Simpsons where they're saying that he's going to break the country. Where Milhouse is like, "Hey, we're broke," and literally says, "Oh, because Lisa was president, taking over," which won't happen. But for Trump's presidency, and it predicted right there that like the country's going to be predicting it. Too. It's like and all that they know ahead of time. Navy vet brought up Albert Pike, and which brings up to mind the prediction of three world wars, and that tells me all this stuff. What I'm saying, Steve. It's all predicted. They know what's going on happen ahead of time because they control it. Right, that's how they control everything. That's how they know they we think it's all mysterious and unconnected events, but for them they already know ahead of time what they're going to do and what it's going to lead to. But
Oh yeah, I mean they
yeah,
knew in 1990 that we were gonna be where we're at right now.
oh yeah, yeah, they know the whole
You know,
time exactly. And see, like the Trump character, I get it. I get why people are yeah, you're right, Candy. Yeah, they're definitely telling you. Like I get it, because it's like with Trump, what it is they're finally brought someone forward who's telling them what they want to hear. With it, like everyone wants to believe in America, like in the idea of the '50s or whatever. Like it's strong, and we're going to bring back jobs, and we're looking out for number one for us now, instead of the rest of the world, etc. And you're going to be proud of your country. You're not going to be like I mean, people want that, and I get it because it's so refreshing, and it's something that they've been long. It's like a hunger, like their bodies are hungry for like that, um, that kind of blatant screw the media. That's some things that they've always wanted to say, you know what I mean? And now they finally got this guy to say it to them, but they don't realize he's there for a reason. He's it's like a bait or something that they put in because they've got everything in place. It's a trap. The whole thing's a trap, and that's why he's there. If he wasn't there for a reason, he'd end up getting the JFK treatment. And here's this: even if you don't believe that, look at that stupid ear injury. I mean, come on, how dumb are people? Like that's the whole thing is a set. I'm sorry, I'm being mean, but how do you not see it? You know what I mean? Like if anything, if you can't see that that's fake, then I don't know what to tell you.
right? That's that all goes back to like my dad used to always tell me, people are gonna believe what they want to believe, and it's so true when you think about it. Because you could, till you're blue in the face, tell people all this stuff, and they refuse to believe it because they just don't want to. They're gonna believe
Mm-mm.
what they want to believe, you know?
Parts of programming too. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
they're so programmed to think a certain way, and they can't. There's some things that are. Oh, but what's funny about it is, if you talk to the Trump voters, and I get it, because I understand it, but they're this is our last chance. If Trump doesn't win, then the country's gone. We'll lose America if it's not Trump. He's like the white horse. Dun, 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 dun. He's going to come
Mhm.
in and fix everything, and now we have a savior. We've got Trump, and I'm not talking about the Messianic implications, but I'm just saying that that's the overall subconscious feeling people have, is that without Trump, so they sense that America is being led to the slaughterhouse, so to speak. They know that, and that's hence the reason why they're so locked into Trump. And I get it. I'm not disrespecting it. I get it. I get it. I know that the border's overrun. I know that the prices are out of control. I know that they're tearing the country apart brick by brick. I get it, and I don't like seeing it either. But that's why they're so locked. That's why they don't want to see it. They and them looking for reasons to like cognitive dissonance where they're making excuses for what's going on. And it's
Mhm.
because what choice do they have in their minds? It's either Trump or nothing. And he's our guy. So, okay, he's got some imperfections, but we're just going to look past all that because, because without him, then my mind can't process it. I can't process the fact that America won't be around anymore. I can't process the fact that I've been lied to all this time. You know what I mean? And it's
Yep.
understandable, I get it, but it's just not
That's
the truth, you know?
Candy put that in there in the first thing because I'm always thinking about music too. First thing, free your mind and the rest will follow. Be colorblind, don't be so shallow. Now I'm gonna
Oh
have
yeah.
that song stuck in my head all day. Thank you, Candy. Thank you.
Right on, Candy.
Oh, is it Van the man with the beautiful beard? Aloha, brother. Bitcoin was 20K 7 years ago, and now 100K. The US dollar was worth 7 times as much 7 years ago.
He's right. He's right. That's how
Wow.
inflation, man. And like, yeah, it's like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I was telling you, man, the dollar is going bye bye. This whole thing it's not like, and people act like it's something I want. Like I want that to happen. I didn't control this world. Nothing in this is me. I'm just an observer, really. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Yep.
and
Me too.
and
What's up, Creek Squad?
the whole thing is if it's too much, let me know, Steve. But the whole thing is just you didn't have. Here's the other thing. Um, People don't realize just like how much this stuff is baked in. Like this is hard truth. Do you want me to say this or not? Or you're like, what? Don't piss
Hey,
people off.
it's unfiltered, man.
All right,
Unfiltered and uncensored.
all right. So like the Pledge of Allegiance that was written by Freemasons. Hmm. The flag. It's not Betsy Ross. That was designed by Freemasons. Right? The national anthem, the music was designed by Freemasons. Uh, the White House, that was Freemasons who designed that. The
And to speak of
layout,
the national anthem, no one's really ever heard the second half of it.
I haven't heard that. So can you fill me in? Because I don't know what that is.
Pretty racist. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty racist. So it's kind of funny. Every time, once I heard that, like years ago, every
Uh huh.
time I hear people singing it, I'm like, keep going. Like, oh, you're gonna end it there. Okay.
Right. Right.
I don't
See, I don't even know
remember it
what's in it.
now,
Now
but
you got me curious. I don't know what the rest of it is.
yeah, I don't remember it now. Now I'm gonna have to look it up. But it is pretty messed up.
No, it's like racist. Anything else?
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
I kind of
yeah,
cut you
I
off.
was just gonna say, like, just about everything you think of as being American, right? Baseball. Look at the baseball field. It's the square and compass. It's Masonic, right? The symbolism in the field is right there. It's Masonic. Look at the layout of Washington D.C. That's your city right there. Look there where the pentagrams,
Yeah.
upside down pentagrams, are built into it. That was designed by Masons. You know what I mean? Everything from the Washington Monument to the dollar. The dollar in your wallet, that's Masonic. You know what I mean? Like like the 13 colonies. Hello. Like that means it has to do with Osiris, the 13 body parts. And the last party part, the phallus, that's what the Washington Monument is. And I mean, what else do you need to know? And then what you do is you go to school. You go into their school system, and then once you're done with your 13 grades, because you start out with kindergarten, you go through 12 grades. 12 plus one is 13, and then when you get to when you finally graduate, you put on your Masonic symbolism of the you know the cap. That's all Masonic. The whole thing is Masonic. And then
Yep.
you
It's
graduated, now you get to go, you know, to serve us more. I mean, the whole thing is Masonic, and people don't realize, how much of it is because, you know, I don't know. I didn't write any of these things.
right. And then when you said that too, and then you go on to serve them, that reminded me too that America is also one of the only countries that has the 40-hour work week or overtime.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Howard County Observer, aloha. But with, they're programming us to work more and harder to take more of the money that we earned.
Right, and then you die and they take your money, all right? Even when
Right.
in your death, you can't give it away. Yeah, they're gonna take a piece of it. But you've already taken a piece of it here, there, and everywhere else in between, and it's losing its value. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing is, and that's even no matter how much you make, it's a small little piece, it's a couple crumbs at their table. I mean, look at they have 95% of the wealth. You know what I mean? And they
Yeah.
control what if they wanted to make gold valuable or less valuable, they just turn a switch and you know what I mean? And they could like let's say for people who think, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna store my gold, my silver, and then when they you know, that when stuff hits the fan, then I'll have that or whatever it is they think they're gonna do, it's not gonna happen. I mean, you might like save a few months maybe or whatever it is, but like think of it this way, think of it in terms of 7.5 years, right? Because that's what the whole thing's going to come down to. Once it starts really kicking in, that's what you got. It's 7 years, 3.5 years, another 3.5 years. So I don't know how much you're going to store and how much ammo you're going to save and all that. Think about all those people in North Carolina. You think that's probably gun country up in sorry, that's uh you know pew pew company up in there. Like I guarantee there's a bunch of ammo and weapons that have been in that toxic mud all covered up. You'll never see that again. You know what I mean? And like, what good did it do anybody? You know what I mean? And then once the dollar crashes, I guarantee everything's going to hit the fan. People are going to be like fighting over. There won't even be grocery stores open. People crash in windows and people taking everything like everything's like Black Friday is going to look like super easy compared to that. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
it'll just be there's so whatever ammo people think they have left, they're going to be using it on each other, right? To save protect their families and this, that, and the other thing, and then because I think the goal is to get like, I don't know what it's pretty high from the Georgia Guidestones. It was like 95% of the exact Elaine's right. Elaine's on it. And like that's
Yep.
where it all comes from. That's what's linked to the Masons. Their practices are tied to that. And so it's like their cultural whatever. And then it's also tied to the some people think it's the Catholic Church, it's the I forget what they're called, the cats on top. They're the what's it called? That part of the Catholic Church, you know what I'm talking about, Steve? Everyone thinks that they're behind it. Um,
Uh, I shouldn't. I
Jesuits.
don't know.
Jesuits.
Jesuits.
Yeah,
Okay.
what the Jesuits were was a bunch of those people that Elaine brought up that they were trying to convert them, and so they ended up infiltrating, and that's what the Jesuits are. So they're tied to that. The whole thing. Exactly. But the flag was an East India Company flag that had no, that's incorrect, Blue Unicorn. That is not accurate. If you that's a fable that people tell people. Like that it was actually look it up. There was a if you research that, you'll see that that was designed by I forget what his name is. I could look it up. I just don't have the time to do it. But it wasn't Betsy Ross. Just like George Washington didn't cut down a cherry tree. It's basically, actually, like they got the 13 stripes for the 13 colonies, like 13 pieces of Osiris. The prep is
That's
knowledge.
very true, Navy vet. Best thing to prep is knowledge. Everything else can be taken from you in a freaking heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amen.
Uh oh, Blue Unicorn says it's absolutely correct. You look it up. Uh oh.
Okay. Fine. I will. All right. Here we go. Okay. And
Oh, the cat says overtime will no longer be taxed on the amount that it was previous tax years. I made less than my pay grade because of 49% tax basis, working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
okay. Here
Yeah,
we go.
that's the whole saying. The more you make, the more they take.
Let me read this real quick for you, Steve. It says, a signer of the Declaration of Independence, and that. Oh, by the way, the Declaration of Independence that was written on a Masonic apron, by the way, in case someone didn't know that. And Hopkinson is believed by some historians to have modified the continental flag into the design we know today. Hopkinson was a member of Navy Board's Middle Department, which was under Marine Committee, etc. But Hopkinson requested compensation for his work, but his claim was investigated. Betsy Ross, while it is widely believed that Ross made the first American flag, there's no evidence in her family documents to support this.
Let's see. Blue Unicorn says Blue Unicorn actually does a lot of research. Just saying. Oh well, Betsy Ross thing may be a myth, but the flag itself was a Zeke flag and nothing to do with masonry.
Yeah, it is. You got the 13 flags in a circle, the stars in a circle. That's like a witch's coven, was what that is. All up in a circle like that. And the red and white stripes are like the black and white tiles. Absolutely is Masonic.
Yeah, that stuff goes so deep.
So, and then the Statue of Liberty, everyone think that's America. That was Masonic, right? It's on the money. It's on. But don't believe me. Look at Washington D.C. You'll see the pentagram. It's built in right into the streets. You know, I don't know what to tell you.
The all-seeing eye is the observer. That is right on the dollar bill. Or is that the dollar bill? Yeah.
Yeah, it's on a dollar bill. Oh, and then George Washington or not George Washington, but like, then you got like the painting of him that they have in there, where it's like becoming a god. You know, there's that. It's called the Apotheosis of Washington. And then what else can I say? Yeah, Hopkinson was a Freemason. Hold on, let's look at this real quick. Okay, see what about? Let's try to look this up real quick. His name is Thomas Hopkinson. Okay, ta-da. Maybe research this stuff real quick.
Oh, Blue said, not everything is Satan. Sure seems like it though lately.
Mm-hmm. Well, they certainly weren't Christians. I'll tell you that much.
Right?
Ben Franklin with the Hellfire Club. Hellfire sounds pretty satanic to me. Hellfire. Maybe I'm getting that wrong. Maybe it's a different hell that I don't know about. But yeah, Benjamin Franklin was part of the Hellfire Club, where they did basically the same things as Diddy's doing, same thing that these Catholic priests are doing. You know, it was a surprise. You know, they found bones. Some people say, "Oh, well, they were just doing science experiments." Oh, come on. Are you going to believe the cover up? Please. What else do you believe? But whatever. Good luck with that.
Oh, Blue says Washington was a surveyor for EIC. Yes, he was a Mason, and you are right about a lot of things you're saying. But the Pledge of Allegiance wasn't written till the late 1800s and written by a progressive.
Okay, let's look up the Pledge of Allegiance real quick. Okay, Pledge of Allegiance.
Maybe that's the one I was thinking of. Or which one was I thinking of that the rest of it was racist?
Francis Bellamy. Okay, is that his name? Francis Bellamy. Okay, let's look up Francis Bellamy. Okay. Okay. Socialist Minister Francis Bellamy. Okay. Says Brother Francis Bellamy. Yes, another Mason. He was a Mason. Look it up. Francis Bellamy. Francis Bellamy. He was a Freemason.
Oh yeah, there's more to the Pledge of Allegiance too than what everyone says.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
There's a regular part that everyone says, and then indivisible, liberty, and just for all, and then it I pledge, or wait, I pledge of allegiance to the flag as a pledge to the ideas foe our forefathers, the men who fought and died for the building of a great nation. It's a pledge to fulfill our duties and obligations as citizens of the United States and to uphold the principles of our Constitution. And last but not least, it's a pledge to maintain the four great freedoms cherished by all Americans: freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom for want, and freedom from fear. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States, and then the part that everybody knows.
And those coexist bumper stickers, those are way Masonic. You ever seen those? But it has like the cross and then the yin yang symbol. It's all that other stuff in there. Because when you
Yeah.
enter a Masonic lodge, you have to be like they say you could be anything. You can be Christian or Jewish or whatever, and like that's the same thing as coexist. It's like it treats like all religions like they're equal or something when they're not. You have countries getting yeah, exactly, John. John is absolutely right. That's why my point is, John. That's just another layer of it, where they're getting all these countries together to get rid of the dollar. That didn't happen before, and it's not by accident. It's all choreographed. That's
Oh, Vaughn says, or Blue Unicorn says, touche. He stands corrected about the Mason thing.
oh, okay, right on, Blue Unicorn.
Yeah, Blue Unicorn is a really intelligent guy too.
I could tell a lot of these people
I've
in here
had him
are.
on before, and I've hung out with him
Yeah,
backstage for hours, and
I
he's
don't have
just
anything. I don't even know. I don't have anything else. But I'll tell he's a smart guy though. We're like
oh, yeah,
or
I could
gal. I
talk
don't
to
know.
him all
No
day.
offense, but yeah, whoever that person is though, like yeah. I mean, the fact that they already knew so much right off the top of their head, they they got some knowledge, so they've done some reading and stuff.
The good old days are now, right? That
Yeah,
is
yeah,
so true.
absolutely true. Or just like enjoy what time you have left. I mean, and like the way like the other day I had an earthquake. I was joking around with you, Steve, about like coming when we come on the show is like the earthquakes when you and I get together. The stream's gonna be so epic. The very earth itself is quaking, and like, I swear to God, they got the air raid sirens going off where I'm at, and like people got evacuated. Luckily, nothing happened, but the only thing I was thinking, I'm being honest, is I'm ready, God. I got faith, and so like, you know, come take me. I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? And I think that's how people need to be. They had that really strong dug in faith because that's you're going to need it for what's going to happen.
Yep. Let's see. What is Indy saying? The song "Fly Free." Huh. I've never heard that one.
I haven't heard that one either. Is that like
It's
a
a
folk song or something?
it's a song by, and the name of the band is Halloween instead of Halloween. Halloween.
Okay, I've heard of them. They're like from the
People
80s or something.
people are in big confusion. They don't like their constitutions. Every day they draw conclusions, and they're still prepared for war. Some can say what's ineffective. Some make up themselves attractive, build up things they call protective. Well, your life seems quite bizarre. In the sky, a mighty eagle doesn't care about what's illegal. On its wings, the rainbow's light is flying to eternity. Eagle, fly free, let people see, just make it your own way, leave time behind, follow the sign, together we'll fly someday. Oh, that's a long song, it keeps going, but I never heard that one. Oh, not that, I got the wrong one anyway. So, well, shout out to Halloween, you got some free promotion. Yeah, I'm not sure which one Indy's talking about then. Let's see. Mr. Denny Cola, Mr. John Denny Cola says, how do you figure that you are getting a compensatory rate of pay when most of it is taken by government? Let's list
Exactly.
all, dude, and you
Right.
pay taxes. You pay
Right.
taxes straight out of your check. And then when you
right?
buy something, you pay taxes, and then
Yep. When you
it's
die,
just
you pay taxes. Yeah.
everything is just taxed and taxed and taxed.
Mhm.
So fucking ridiculous.
Right. And like, and when you pay taxes, where's that? The money doesn't go to America,
Right. Yeah, that's the real yeah.
right? We don't pay taxes even to our own country. It goes to the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Reserve's not even an American bank. We don't even print our own money. It's like they print it, they control it.
And then the more money they print,
More inflation.
yep.
And that's not federal. That's a misnomer. It's not a Federal Reserve. It's a foreign bank that owns the Federal Reserve. That's the other thing. Like we're often fighting is all the war, getting all this money, the Ukraine, everything else like that, and we're still under the yoke of the Federal Reserve. You know what I mean? Like if the army was really there for us, and not bashing these guys who give up their lives for that, but like, why aren't we using them if it's us, right, to take out the Federal Reserve? There's like all the evil that happens in this country. Most of it happens because of the Federal Reserve, because the Federal Reserve has their feet on the necks of all these politicians, right? But look,
Mhm.
there it is, though. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I mean, at some point, you just gotta like see it for what it is and just realize. But it's all good though, because you're not going to control this world anyways. You know what I mean? Like it's all about this whole existence because we're not going to leave this world on our own accord. You know, it's everything that we can't live forever, and any promises of living forever is a deception anyway. And so basically, all of if maybe you will lose your life, so what? You're going to lose it one way or the other anyway. You know what I mean? You might as well believe in something. You know what I mean? And so that's like that. Like people are looking for a worldly savior, and they're going to find one. But I'm not. I'm not. I'm not going to take the mark. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out. For our savior. Because he who gives up his life, will uh he'll retain life. But people who try to hold on to it, they're going to lose it. It's. It is what it is.
Yep,
How
and I've
just
been saying that for a long time too, that,
oh,
it's the
interesting,
Federal
David.
Reserve that's in charge.
Yeah, basically, that's what like, all this ridiculousness, it comes about well, I shouldn't say all of it, because a lot of no offense, but, like, a lot of this stuff is Masonics have been controlling us for a long, long time. It's all man, there's so much evil in this world, and, like, it's no different than, I don't know, I'm gonna sound like I hope I'm not bringing anybody down because that's not my intention. But God bless everybody in here in Jesus' name. And thank God we all have one more day, one more minute to spend together. Even if someone doesn't like me, that's all good. You know what I mean? But I'm just, it's right.
I say that all the time. When I say I love all y'all, I mean it. Even if you don't like me, I still love you because
Amen. Amen.
it's just
God bless everybody in this room in Jesus' name. God bless you in
yep,
Jesus' name, Steve. Thank you for having me
yep.
on here.
Dude, I love it when you come up, man. It's awesome. And real quick, Indy, I got it. I was just pulling it up. I didn't get a chance to reply to you yet, but yes, I. But now I'm hoping it'll play because. But then again, I'm not sure how much time Peanut has.
I got
So
like 6 minutes. Well, technically, I have less than that. So I probably have like about 4 minutes before I got to go.
okay, yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait then, and because
Okay.
then you can still, if you're still listening, then you can hear it. I don't want to.
I'll probably have to go back and tune in and watch it later, Steve. Yeah, because I'm on my lunch break. I just got a couple more minutes and I got to bail.
Oh, okay, yeah, right, man. Thank you for. I mean, dude, that's awesome. That makes me feel good, dude. You came on your lunch break. There's so many other things you could have been doing on your lunch break, and then dude, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
There's Kurt Kasprick, an ex bootlicker. Oh, I think ex bootlicker said something earlier that I missed too when he first came in. Yeah, right here. I just watched another one of those videos of dead towns. You would not believe all the property there is vacant in America. Right? I was just watching a
Interesting.
video. Um, in Detroit from my hometown. Aloha, Kurt Kasprick. But this dude bought a house for $1,000. I mean, yeah, it was beat up a little bit, but it was still fixable. And I mean, a house beat up that bad here is still worth $500,000.
Oh yeah, yeah, no kidding. Like in California, same thing. Like a dog house is worth $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's probably that's interesting. I've heard that about Detroit though, because Robin's from Detroit. She tells me about it. Like, um, that like, but there's even a band, and there's some place there where it's like a street where everyone's like started painting over these old houses. They got all these artwork there, or like of like, um, I forget what it is. Like a bunch of Barbie dolls are all stapled to a house.
Oh yeah, I
You know,
forgot what
talking
they
about.
call that, but yeah, and it's like the polka dot house or something too, where there's just a whole bunch of purple circles all over. And then there's that one where it's got like dolls stapled to it and just weird. Yeah, it's like a tourist attraction. Actually, it's weird.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like someone just like some artist or something just said, you know what? You know, I know this is like an eyesore or something, but we're gonna like make an artistic statement out of it. So it's really cool actually. You know, that all that beauty comes up from the ghetto, you know, from all the uh the ugliness of watching things decay, you know, so that's kind of pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, I think it's not too far from Hitsville, USA, which is another weird thing because Hitsville, USA is just a house, but it's a famous recording studio, but it's just a house.
Oh, trippy.
Like if it didn't say Hitsville, USA on the front of it and, always freshly painted a bright white, you would drive right by and have no idea, you know?
A lot of musicians come out of, Detroit too. Like, I mean, you got, like,
Oh, yeah.
Motown for sure, but you like,
Yep.
Eminem and, like, just I think,
I mean,
didn't,
even back to Bob Seger, Ted Nugent, I
Ted
mean,
Nugent,
even
yep.
back in the day,
Kid Rock,
you
isn't he
got
from there too or something? Maybe
Kid
not, I
Rock,
don't
yep,
yeah,
Bob Ritchie, yep.
yeah, and then yeah, so it's a good place, man. I was there. I love the people in Detroit because they're just so down to earth and, loyal and, just I gotta go though. Hey, later, Steve. God bless you, brother.
Alright, much love, man. Much love, brother.
Aloha.
Everyone in chat, go sub up to, the Nut House. Great, great channel. Great guy, great person. Good person to know. It's just good people. A tiny kit home for 40 grand. Wow. I never watched Steve before the Shane stuff. I'm glad I just watched that day. Oh, right on, Face by Nature. Thank you. Man, I miss Shane too. Oh yeah, I remember that, Howard. Yeah, it was like, yeah, that's how the day started. Every day in school, that's how it started. Oh, Kurt, my brother Kurt, we're shopping out for a new place. Justine found one that had a church on the property. Told her I would get the ordained online and call it the Church Kurt House of Music. Right on, dude. And make it a music hall. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sorry, let me see if I can get this to work. I don't know, Mike. Like I said, I've been a lot like Snooks was saying that she was like procrastinating on getting this damn computer fixed, but let's see if it plays. There we go. There we go. And there it goes. I don't even have nothing else open. Well, I mean, I got Well, I got 2 other tabs open, but I used to have, like, 15 tabs open and this not happen, so it's a sign. Get the damn thing fixed. But as soon as I take it off here, it'll start working, watch. Yep, popped right up as soon as I pull it off. Oh, thank you, Faith by Nature. I appreciate that. I try to be anyway. Elaine, exactly. Slavery has not ended. We're all still slaves. Everyone working for the man and pay taxes on top of it. We are still complying to control. Well, absolutely. I absolutely 1000% agree. And I've been saying that for a while too. There is still slavery, and not the way they try to push slavery, but we're all slaves because we're all programmed to work for the man, just to make them more money. And we do it. And like you said, we comply. And then we vote and we get consent to it by voting. Let's see if it'll work. I don't know why well, I know why, but it's just irritating.
In the beginning, there was a bad vibe. Mankind was spoken as a diatribe. It gets worse. It's like a curse, like a percentage of the national purse. We get collected like statuettes while they place the bets. We run around like we got to rest.
Thank you, Independent Men United, because that song is now my new favorite song. I always get a new favorite song and just listen to it when I'm driving. Just have it on repeat. That's the one. So thank you for sharing that with me. And man, I'll know every lyric to that song by the end of the year, right? Literally by the end of the year, because it is, never mind. But wow, great song. Great beat too, great lyrics, great video. So I was reading what Howard County was saying too. My boss got mad at me this morning. She dropped a F bomb with a customer hearing her. I asked if she realized she had done this. She took offense to the question as if I was offended. Told me to get a different job if I didn't like it. She can do whatever she wants because she has privilege that others don't because of who she knows, is what she said. Yeah, see, that's all ego. It's because who I know. Ego, or who says it? I always say ego is the enemy, but then LSP, Lord Spike Protein, says ego is not your amigo. Oh, right on, Elaine. Yeah, that's what freedom's about, right? Just, you know, I don't agree with a lot of things people say and do, but I'll fight to my death so that they have the right to do it because that's freedom. And that's why all my lives are unfiltered and uncensored and unscripted. Definitely unscripted because I never even think about what I'm going to talk about. I just come on. My favorite anarchist philosopher is Benjamin R. Tucker, who was editor of Liberty magazine for at least a couple of decades, late 19th and early. I never heard of Benjamin R. I'm going to have to look into that. Benjamin R. Tucker. Yep. Unfortunately, that's true. Very unfortunately, because it's supposed to be a free country, right? Why do you have to know someone to get somewhere? Right? The best life, especially with my line of work, right? If I'm working with another plumber and they don't get a little upset and throw that pipe wrench and drop an F bomb, something ain't right. Gotta at least get a little frustrated. Lego my ego. What's up? What's up, cracker? How's it going, Chadwick? Good to see you, brother. Chadwick always shows up at the end, right when I'm getting ready to. I'm getting ready to get ready to close. So about 20 minutes. What do all the gargoyles on buildings represent? That's a good question. I don't know. Does anyone know that? What do they? Those? Yeah, because I see them all the time too, and they are creepy and evil. Oh, right on. Chadwick's still working. Right on. Yeah, shout out to Forge and Thought, who's actually serving we the people. He's a firefighter. He's a fireman. Literally puts his life at risk to save people. Doesn't harass them and pull them over for going 5 over and then make them have to go to work an extra day for free just to pay that ticket and then make them miss another day of work to go to court for that. No, he actually puts his life on the line to save people. Is it to represent the God, or is it? Because I know, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Black Cat. Unfortunately, we all have egos. I try. I mean, I try my best not to have one, but I don't even know if that's possible. Ooh, Camellia says they represent the lizard people. It came from a dark realm. 6079 Smith, aloha. Hey, anytime, Big Spoon. Fortune Thought's my big spoon. I'm his little spoon. Now everyone's going, what the what? You have to go back and watch previous live streams to get the whole story. Oh, the Gargoyles Guardians Watchers. Okay. I wish I could quit you. Uh, man, I can't. That Jeff Bird song, Fly Free, that's such a great song. I'm definitely going to have that on replay. He put the rainbow in the. Let's see. That's why I laugh at channels bitching and talking, suing YouTube tuber for their freedom of speech, but no problem blocking. But it worked for them because you all did their paid agenda and plan. Yeah, YouTube's lighting up a little bit as far as YouTube itself, but hold on real quick. Steve, have to send you some pictures. I seen got me amazing gift. She got us immortalized us Funko Pops. even did the cats. They're cool. Yeah, definitely send me some pictures of that, brother. But yeah, as far as YouTube itself, though, they kind of lighten up a little bit, but not really. They're still changing their freaking rules every week. But I remember like 2 years ago, I got a strike. We were live streaming at a food truck thing. It was just like a huge parking lot with all these food trucks. And we were live streaming, and then they gave me a strike because they said something about political. I think I mentioned Joe Biden's name or something, and I got a strike for it. I fought it and beat it, but I still didn't have a channel for 4 days until they lifted the strike. But still, it's like, really? I said Joe Biden's name, and you're going to give me a strike, shut my channel down for a week? Oh, ex bootlicker has got a 24-hour YouTube jail for bullying because I called public servants cop-tarded a First Amendment violation. Google. What? Really? Wait, 24-hour YouTube jail. How does that work? I haven't, because when I got that strike, they do it for, well, you're saying YouTube jail, so it's probably different than a strike. Huh. See, that's something new for me. I didn't know they had that. Oh, really? Navy vet? You got the link for it? Yeah, you got a wrench. You got the link for it? I want to check that out. Unless I already seen it and don't remember it, but yep, Elaine, that's why my church is here in my head and my heart, because you are absolutely correct on that comment. Right, Kurt? I have two, I call them my backup channels, but one of them, when I started it, I did it through my, at the time was my work phone, but then that phone broke, and then I just had it turned off instead of getting another one. And I have no way, I don't even remember the name of it. So I have, well, I got my backup channel, which is literally the name of it is at my backup channel, but then it's called Liberty Train. But then I have that other one. I don't even remember the name of it. I got some videos on there, but it's just like all shorts from Hawaii. Like if I was at work and there was a rainbow or something, I'd take a 15-second video for a short. But I don't know. I'd say no more than 20. But I have no idea the name of it. I have no idea how to find it. It's just like, I guess it'll just be out there forever. Shit. What if it's got like 1,000,000 views and I don't even know it? And then I found my backup channel on this computer. It'll let me sign into it, but it still won't let me like control it like I do this channel. I got to do that from my tablet. But then again, I'm not computer savvy, so I'm just some white boy from Detroit living in Hawaii, turning a wrench and clicking buttons on the keyboard. Fortune Thought says supplanter. It's one of those myths that's subjective. Some say anti-hero, some say monster. Different regions, different time periods have different interpretations. Prometheus got in trouble for showing humanity how to make fire, and he made a human from sand or clay. Subplanter said, Fortunate thought. There are some who say that Gil Bates and Klaus eat the bugs are anti-heroes unaliving all the NPCs. Eat the bugs. You will have nothing. And you will love it. Joe Kerr, my brother. Oh, dude, that'd be awesome, bro. Dude, Joe Kerr, man, it's so good to see you in chat again, man. You disappeared for a while. Yeah, much love to you, brother. Always good to see Joe Kerr. We were able to prove a point, though. My alternative account is Kurt Kasper, exactly why Justine has to go by the name The Real Justine Kasper. YouTube will allow others to use your name. Yeah, it gets so confusing, right? Like, Jill Bates and ass swab creep me me too. Me too, especially, well, both, but like Jill Bates, why, dude, how old is that guy? And how much is he worth? Why is he still trying to buy land and make it's like, dude, you couldn't spend all your money if you tried. Just enjoy the rest of your life. Why are you still trying to make more money? Doesn't make sense. You have how many billions? Couldn't go broke if you tried. But he's still just trying to make more. For what? Enjoy the time you had before you get dementia and start falling upstairs and off bicycles and shit. Yeah, luckily I haven't seen that yet for me, Kurt, but I know someone did try to hack my channel. Then I had to switch everything up. Thankfully they didn't, because anyone trying to hack your channel doesn't have good intentions. I know that. I have no idea, Chadwick. How would I define the personification of greed? Falling upstairs. Yep, it's wouldn't be too far from the top of that list. Greed is why. Yep. Heineken, fuck that shit. Past Blue Ribbon, Blue Velvet. Well, it used to be Labatt Blue when I still lived in Detroit. Man, I miss Labatt Blue. But then I moved here 15 years ago. There, nobody's even heard of Labatt Blue out here. So, which is funny because it's Labatt Blue, but most people in Detroit call it Labatt's with a S, but there's no S. It's not Labatt's. Hey, that might even be one of those Mandela effect things. They might even change it and then add the S and be like, it's always been Labatt's. That Mandela effect shit. I've been watching videos on that lately too. They're already trying to make new ones with the hey, Antara Moody, aloha. Talk with Tiffany, aloha. Oh, right on. I will, but everyone in chat also has to go check out talodreamcream.com. And it's not just for women, it's for men too, because I use that product every day and it's good stuff. And well, you just have to go to www.talodreamcream.com to find out for yourself. And I believe it's still in effect. Talk with Tiffany. Correct me if I'm wrong, But if you use the promo code Aloha, you can get 15% off, I think. Is that what? I'm not sure if that's still in effect or not. That was a little while ago, but hey, the Velcro, Aloha, brother. But the new Mandela effect thing that they're trying to do is, yes, okay, right, awesome. Is do you remember at Taco Bell they would have that thing on the counter where you order and you drop a coin in there and it's filled with water and you can turn and there's different and if your coin lands on one of them, you win a free whatever. Like if it's a nickel, you win a free cinnamon twist or whatever, and if it's a quarter, you win a free burrito. Well, now they're trying to say that there was never water in those things. It was always just nothing, just air and the things for it to land on. It's like that's such bullshit. There was always water in those things because that's what made it so hard to get it to land because then the coin would be like through the water going all over the place. Purple Haze. That sounds familiar, Joker. There's this party store I go to in Eva Beach, and they got this aisle where, or liquor store, I guess you'd say. They got an aisle where it's all like, and they still don't have Labatt Blue, but I think I seen Purple Haze there. Now I'm gonna have to try it next time I go there. Falstaff. I know the one I don't. Well, I liked, but I don't miss. But Mickey's. I'd only drink 2 of those and have the worst headache the next day. I don't know what they put in Mickey's, man, but that I could drink a 12-pack of Heineken and not have a headache the next day. I drink 2 Mickey's and my head's pounding for like 2 days afterwards. Yeah, Mickey's Big Mouth or Wide Mouth. That reminds me of back in the day when I was like a teenager and I used to drink Colt 45. I mean, I lived in Detroit, hung out with the homies. I was white boy Steve, but I was drinking Colt 45 and Old E, and then Colt 45. We'd always get the 40s, and then Colt 45 came out with the 45 ounce and the wide mouth. Yeah, like DJ Quick would say, because I'm trying to get bent tonight. I always remember the water being at the bottom of the bases. The dishes themselves were empty because the carny spraying with cookie spray. Oh, you're talking about okay. That's something different though. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they would spray them because I actually worked at a carnival once when I was a teenager, like a young teenager, like 13 years old. But and then if it wasn't the cooking spray, they would take wax paper and rub the wax paper, like basically clean it with the wax paper, and it would make it, yeah, slicker than if you wax your car. Oh, really, Howard? I was thinking the opposite. Shoot, I'm glad because yeah, I'm definitely not trying to get another strike. It's been a long time since I have, but it just sucks not being able to speak your mind, you know? Yankees, what's up, brother? Yankees for life. Good to see you. 40s on Ron's. Yeah, I miss Ron too, man. Ron, Shane, now Ronnie. Damn. Oh, fortunate thought the Taco Bell at Taco Bell when you could get the free taco or free burrito, depending on what coin. You know, if it was a penny, a nickel, a dime, or a quarter, and you drop it in a little slit at the top, and then you could turn the thing, and there was like these little things that could land on, but you could rarely ever get it to land on it. I dated a carny for a while. It's so funny saying it. I dated a carny. She was a 10, but one eye every once in a while would kind of wander off in the horizon before she'd blink, and it would reset. She's like this, just like, "Hey, what's up?" "Oh, hey. All right, I'm good." Wait, what's going on?" "Okay." "What's up, Travis Joe? Good to see you, brother. I've been listening while driving, playing catch up, listening at 2 times speed." Oh, so if you've been listening at 2 times speed, what does it sound like if I talk really fast? Does it sound even weirder if you're listening at 2 times speed? Speaking of commenting and replying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are right. Um, yeah, which, by the way, thank you everyone in chat. I've noticed that a lot of people, and instead of saying the actual word like fuck, you put the X's or the stars. Thank you for that. Cause yeah, they are on that. They're like getting real strict, and which is so silly to me. They're getting strict on the comments. Todd Bushy, good to see you. Aloha. Little twist trailer park. But yeah, you gotta, which is really shitty because it's like Steve the auctioneer. It's really shitty because I mean someone's doing a live stream and it's hard. I mean, I'm getting better at it, but it's hard to keep up with chat sometimes, especially if it's flying by. So if someone doesn't like someone, they could go in their chat and just start, and then if the moderators don't catch it in time or block it, or even if it stays up there for a certain amount of time, then the the YouTube owner of that channel is gonna have to get in trouble for what someone did intentionally. But that's life. Life's a bitch and it sucks, and we all deal with it and do our best and learn new things every day and become better people. They throw in the potentially inappropriate box. Yep. I like that, Steve the auctioneer. And then we go over from Travis Joe. Travis Joe driving on the street, he's listening at 2 times speed. What is Travis Joe going to do? Is he going to be able to catch up, or is he going to have to go back and listen to this part over to see what I'm saying? Travis Joe. But we are at the 2 hour mark, guys. And I don't know, it's Creek Squad. Creek, are you still in the chat? You still listening at work? Or are you off work on your way home listening at 2 times speed too? Talk to me, Creek. Creek, talk to me. Oh, what happened to my screen? This is what I think we should all be able to do without, because I mean, well, we're supposed to be able to anyway. It's called freedom of speech. It's part of the First Amendment. It is one of the 5 elements. Speak freely, right? Whether it offends other people or other people don't agree with it or whatever it may be. Like I said, there's a lot of things other people say that I don't agree with, but doesn't mean they should be silenced. Silence! An emoji they created deemed inappropriate, right? Dude, welcome. I used to. I haven't said this in a while, but because you said that comment made me think of it. That I tell people, I'm like, dude, if there was a way that you could just go into my brain for like 30 seconds, you'd come out going, oh my God, no, no, no. What the hell? Because it is like the best way I can explain it is like, when you got like that hamster or gerbil and it's on that wheel and it's just da da da. Now imagine that hamster or gerbil all cracked up and withdrawn and tweaking and everything on that wheel and just that that's my brain. Sometimes it's not good because it goes so quick, it gets me in trouble. And it goes so quick, I don't remember half the shit, and it gets me in even more trouble. But Elaine, I'm glad you came. I don't want to botch the name. Was it Elaine? Is it Elaine DeGain or because that second G? I don't want to botch it. So I'll just stick with Elaine for now. And it's Elaine, right? Because it's an E at the end, not Elena. It's Elaine. Yeah, I don't like botching names. Let's see my. Oh wait, what did I miss? What did Monty say? Sure. Oh, full Monty. Dude, I hate to say it, but I don't think we're ever gonna hear that story. Even if that dude came back, which shout out to that guy, man. He had a good heart. I don't like talking bad about anyone, but it was a little much. It was a little much. But even if he came back and I let him on the panel every time I went live, after 50 streams, I don't think we would still ever hear the story. And we would bring it up every time, but it would just it would go and do, well, yeah, you remember. But yeah, that guy was a trip. He got mad at me because, and stopped coming around because every time he would show up and be in chat, he'd be like, oh, Steve, can I come up? And I'm just like, no, no, dude, you can't. He's like, well, you got other people up there. And it's like, yeah, but I know where things are going to go if you come up. And so, yeah, it's nothing personal, but, and then he just got mad because he was a member too for a little while. But, I mean, it wasn't, I don't know, it was maybe a little bit personal, but if it was going to be a whole stream with just me and him, that's one thing. But if I got other people on the panel, let's just say he likes to talk a lot and not really listen. He likes to tell stories. I don't know. Maybe the dude's got his own thing going now. I should look into that. Maybe he's doing lives now. They'd probably be like 15 hours each, right? Oh, wait, I missed that from Elaine. French. Close G with tude. With tude. Oh, with attitude. It's French. I think I'm actually partially French. Yeah, I think I'm Polish, French, German, and American Indian. Oh yeah. Dude, Peanut is awesome. If one of my mods has, or do you already, Elaine, are you already subscribed to Peanut's channel, the Nut House? If not, if one of my mods could drop a link for the Nut House channel. He's a great dude. I just had him on for the first time last week, and I've known him for a while, like through other chats, and he's been on other people's panels and his channel when he does live streams. But when he came on my panel the other day for the first time and talked to him backstage for a little bit, he's a great dude, really smart guy too. So yeah, definitely make sure you're subbed up to the Nut House. The Nut House. Let's see. This is the. If I could find it real fast. Oh, there we go. I made him a couple. Whoa, that's covered my whole screen. Present. Share screen. There we go. What the hell just happened? Yeah, I definitely got to stop procrastinating and get this fixed. There we go. This is one of the ones I made for him the other day. Which I think is cool. Because all kinds, if you look close, there's supposed to be all like kinds of conspiracies going on in the background, but and I don't know if Steve-O's still here, but well, probably not if someone else has got karaoke going on, I'm sure. Steve-O's over there. But I'm still working on one for him, and I don't want to say soon, but pretty soon, like, within the next month or so, I'll be doing another live stream on my channel for Steve-O with his rock garden because he's got a bunch of new people in his rock garden. And everything's looking a lot cooler too. He's using different types of paint and glow in the dark shit and more brighter stuff and Cola, Aloha Cola. So I guess Creek never answered. So I guess Creek is probably on his way home, but I'm not sure if that's today or next Sunday he's gonna start doing yes, I was, Elaine. I think it was last Friday. Yep, it was last Friday night for me. And then I was gonna jump up Saturday night too, but I ended up in the hospital, so. And good to see you, Cola. But that's what I was gonna ask, is anyone else going live today? Because I'm getting ready to close out because we're a little over 2 hours. I like to keep it around the 2-hour mark, but oh, right on, Mr. B. That's what I was thinking too. I think, yeah, because so this Wednesday he won't be doing is, and now it'll be Thursday. Karaoke chat and chill after me and Dave do our Thursday no name, unfiltered, unsent, the podcast that literally doesn't have a name, just a whole bunch of them. The no name, unfiltered, uncensored podcast with Steve and Dave. Yeah, but that's the best part about going to watch the replay. But so everyone make sure you check out www.talodreamcream.com. Use promo code Aloha for 15% off. And it's not just for the women. It's also, they got a bunch of cool shit for men. And I vouch for that. And I don't vouch for many things, but I use that every day. And yeah, like the root beer scents and for fox sake scents and all kinds of cool shit. So go check that out. www.talodreamcream.com. Promo code Aloha. Right on, Elaine. All right, everyone's asking Cola now. Cola, you going live? And you got to drop your link too, just in case you are, because Forge of Thought just subbed. Right on, Forge. Oh, and Creek came. All right, Creek is back. He said, might do one tonight. But that's tonight. That's not right now. Where's everyone going to go right now? Right on, Top Bushy. Thank you, brother, for being here, man. It's always good to see you in the chat. And shout out to all 51 people who hit that like button. You guys rock. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Kurt. So yeah, Kurt just put the link to Cola's channel. So everyone make sure you're subbed up to Cola if she decides to go live. And then again, thank you, Kurt. And then he put the link for Creek Squad that said he might be going live later tonight, which means when he gets home from work and sets it up and does all that good stuff. And again, like Kurt says, smash that like and share it out. It is free. But I'm going to close out with, you know what, I normally say it, but it's in my outro. So instead of me saying it now and then saying it again in the outro, I'll just let the outro say it. But what I don't say in the outro that I do mean, and I do say this all the time, is I love all y'all. I appreciate every one of you. And even if you don't like me, I still love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So always spread the love and the joy and the kindness, and always think positive. And things always do get better. So much love, much aloha, everyone. Most importantly, God bless. Aloha.
Okay, very well. If you say so.
If you say so.
Doesn't matter if you're left or right, red or blue. The government don't give a flying about you.
Damn good show. You got Mr. Ronnie York, it's Ronnie K.
Brother Harloha here, man, it just made my day. He just has.
Every comment shout drives us to start. Community strong, feeling like a fortress. Every click, every sub building a sub feeling. See the light of the screen, friendships bloom. Every pixel, every heartbeat makes the room. Living the moments with digital flair. I know how screwy living without a care.
Much respect for you. I love your channel. I love everything about you. You're the real deal.
Be kind to each other. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And be nice for the hell of it. It actually feels good.
Breaking through the strife, this online space feels more than real life. Every shout out echoes deep and wide in Harloha's world. We stand next side by side, painted in vibes, no need
Talk to her, man. You never know what's gonna happen day to day. Like I always say, stay close to God, stay prayed up.
In the light of the screen, friendships bloom. Every pixel, every heartbeat makes the room. Living the moments with digital flair. Harloha's crew, we living with
simple shit, right?
I don't understand what is going through their minds, if they even have one.
Aloha's world, we stand next side by side.
I always wanted that mullet. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. Have a beautiful morning, beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, beautiful evening, beautiful night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless.